Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Gospel singer Kara Sherd gave her opinion about a video that surfaced of fellow gospel artist Kirk performing during a youth mentoring event where he was moving around with his cheeks out. Okay, good people, where you at with that? Too much? Or are people overreacting? Give me a thumbs up if you think that it's too much. Thumbs down if you think people are overreacting. My thoughts. Anytime I see a grown man or boys walking around with their pants hanging off their butt, it's not a good look to me. I think it's disgusting. I think that it's absolutely disgusting to see anybody walking around with their drawers showing, sometimes with their butt crack showing. Some of these dudes be walking around with these pants sagging where the pants are all the way underneath their butt cheeks. And you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them that it started in prison and you're advertising. They don't care. Here's the greatest violation of someone walking around with their pants hanging off their butt. When they have a belt on. Belts are designed to put around your waist to hold your pants in place around your waist. It is the most mystifying thing ever. Like, I would feel retarded. It's like pushing your car down the street instead of getting inside of it and driving it down the street. The car is fully operable, but you're pushing it down the street to get to where you're going. Makes no sense to me. You can try to be relatable and trendy by teaching young people a song they already know, like something that's low vibrational like Sexy Red, or you can elevate their consciousness with something that's more classic and that will be around forever, like Aretha Franklin, Natalie Cole, Diana Ross, Patti LaBelle, Tina Turner. Kirk, some people are saying that he's trying to be relatable to the youngsters. You gotta meet people where they are. I hear that to an extent, but here's why I disagree. Some of those youngsters smoke weed. Are you gonna smoke weed with the youngsters too? You mentoring them and you gonna smoke some weed with them too? Some of those youngsters are popping pills. You gonna pop some pills with them? You know, youngsters do juvenile things. Sometimes they go and they steal. You go into the mall and you gonna grab a bunch of stuff and run out of the store with them? The idea of mentorship is to elevate youngsters to a more conscious mindset. It is to provide coaching, teaching, guidance. It is to help them improve in various areas of life. It is to give them support. Sometimes that support is financial. Most of the time, it is emotional. You don't come down to somebody's level to lift them up unless you're reaching down with your hand to pull them up. You don't say, well, they talk like that. They talk like they ain't got no sense. They can't put a sentence together. because they're speaking in Ebonics, I'm going to speak in Ebonics also. That don't make sense. People who speak in Ebonics, which I used to do all the time coming up, they want to hear somebody who has a higher level of consciousness, who speaks in a way that they really don't speak. That's what makes them respect you more. There's an old saying, kids don't care until they know you care. And just because you're trying to dress like them, trying to be relatable in regards to how you dress, that don't really mean nothing. So I do agree with Kiera that he should be judged by his character. And that said, it doesn't make sense for him to try to dress like they dress if he's going to be judged by his character. But part of how you dress is directly related to your character. If you wear your clothes a certain way, if you walk around with dirty clothes on, that tells us something about you as a person. It tells us that you're unclean. If you go to, let's say, a speech coach, because you're trying to get rid of a lisp, the speech coach don't come down to your level and start speaking as though they have a lisp. They teach you how to correct it. So a lot of times when people say, you got to come down to their level so they can relate to you, whatever, I get what they're saying, but at the same time, everything don't go. At the same time, you have to look at the situation case by case. There have been times when I wanted to do certain things that I did not do because I knew that my kids were watching. And if they saw me doing that, perhaps they might pick up a bad habit. They might pick up that same bad habit, or they may lose respect for me. Sometimes when these mentors and teachers and stuff like that try to be too relatable to kids, kids actually lose respect for them. It actually have an adverse effect, because now the kid thinks that you're on their level and they can talk to you like they talk to their friends. Just like if you have a parent who tries to be their child's friend over being their child's parent. They're too friendly. Same thing with uncles and aunts. Try to be too friendly. Then the kid will lose respect for you and they start talking to you like they talk to their friends. And I'm not talking in a good way. I'm talking about it in a bad way, in a disrespectful way. And you got to check them and remind them that you're grown. So in this case, Kirk, love your work, but I got to call a strike and a ball a ball. I'm going to tell you just like I tell the youngsters. Pull your damn pants up. Nobody want to see your ass. No more talk.